Hello everyone, welcome to PolyGridGames. In our game development journey, we have hit an important milestone, and I'd like to discuss with everyone regarding what all decisions we have taken and what our architecture is in our development journey. So, this is what we have done. We have completed step 1 to step 12 of our game dev run book. Essentially, we have implemented some of the systems. Some key architectural decisions that we have taken are no direct references. Systems only ever talk to each other through game event channels. So we have built a pub sub system within the game, and there is only one copy everywhere. So every single cross region things like camera, light, 2D, player, the UI, everything is loaded through a Bootstrap scene. I'll show you the scene in some time. So this is our Bootstrap sequence scene. What do we have here is before any of the scene loads, this is the scene that gets loaded first. So you have the managers, you have the camera, you have the UI manager, lightning bootstrap and player bootstrap, and any other managers or cross scene items will be in the bootstrap scene. So this is our bootstrap scene. You can see here we have the input manager, which has the input actions for the player and the UI, and we have the time manager. This is where we manage number of days per seasons. So if you want 28 days, if you want 12 hours, you want 24 hours. Ticks per hour is how much second is 1 minute, 1 hour in the game. So if you give one, it means 1 second in real life is 1 hour in the game. So 24 seconds will be a day in the game. And if you have it 10, which means 10 seconds will be an hour in the game. And this is the start hour and the collapse hour. And these are the event channels that we have. I'll explain in detail about this event channel um, in some time. So we have the on day start event, on day end, autosave requested, hour, season changed, weather, and year changed events for the time manager. And then we have the scene transition manager. The scenes transition manager has two events: transition start, end, and the fade duration. And you have an UI document and a fade overlay visual tree asset over here. And this is the player sleep manager. This is for the bed and collapse system. So you have the on hour change and on player slept um, channel events. And then you have the camera rig, and for camera we are using Cine Machine and V1 and V2, two cameras, one for the focus, and we have Cine Machine brain attached to it. And these are the UI manager. This maintains the HUD and sleep confirm UI, which we built recently. So the HUD is subscribed to these event on health stage and health changed, on stamina changed, and then these clock events and anything else that is required to be updated on the HUD. Those events will be here. And this is the sleep confirm UI. It has a UI document attached to it, and you have the player bootstrap. The player was built through our NPC builder, which we have built in the uh, our first video. And then you have the light bootstrap, and in the light bootstrap you have the global light 2D, and we have the environmental light controller. So the environmental light controller takes in the profiles of lightning profiles for each seasons and subscribes to the on season changed. And if you go into the season profile, you have a color overlay and intensity overlay. You can actually preview if you were on the world scene, you can actually preview how the light behaves. So that's it. This is regarding the Bootstrap scene that we have. Now more things about our event PubSub that we have built. So this how the PubSub work. Basically, the manager raises and notifies, and you have these listeners that listens to the event. Whatever I showed in the Bootstrap listens to the event and uses that to update. So there is no direct references between any of the systems. So what essentially it means is, if there is an on day start event, any other listener that is subscribed to this on day start event will get invoked. So we currently we have built these events on start, on day, and on hour, on season changed, on weather changed, on year change, on yield, on scene transition. Or to say, more events are yet to come. So if you go into our sets and data and events, so you can see we have float, in, season, void, weather, yield. You have different types of events that we have created. Uh, yeah, and let's see how the systems work. Um, and I'll show the data that we have built. This is where the camera is. This are lighting profile, and these are the events. This is the bed data. The bed data contains the prompt text that it should show. We will want to change it a little bit later. We have different options for the bed in the coming thing. And here is the animation set uh, data. I think it's not in use. And this is the player stats. So smooth speed run, max health, max stamina, stamina regen. And we have interactive tile. I'll discuss about this and UI and world. And this is the weather table. So we have 4 seasons: spring, sunny, and fall and winter. So this is actually the weather type: sunny, cloudy, rainy, stormy, snowy, and windy. And these are the weights that are given. So randomly we get events. That's how we are trying to build it. Now let's go to the scene and see what we have set up here. So this is the world scene. Um, we have the seasonal tile maps, and we have a seasonal tile map controller. What this essentially does is, if you go under the grid, for each you have a spring, summer, fall, and winter tile sets. As a child, these are disabled by default. Based on the season, the season tile map controller will show us the tile map. Um, this is something that we have completed, and we have the start spawn point here. You just add the scene start point and give a spawn ID game start. Um, the game start spawn ID is important because we are essentially using the same scene point which we have built for the scene transport system. So within the scene transport system, exactly for doors and switches to other scenes. So you have a door trigger. This is the target scene name which you will give, and target spawn ID. So on the other side there will be another spawn point, and if you have to come back to this scene, you will have to give a spawn point over here. The difference between start spawn point and this one is, this is invoked during the game start because our player actually lives in the bootstrap, set up in the bootstrap. We don't need to set up HUD player or anything anywhere again. Everything lives in the bootstrap scene. Let me start the game. As you can see over here, the date, and since I've kept 1 day, did I change? I think I changed. So, yeah, let's keep it all and collapse our to 14. So we have more time to check on other things. Yeah. So you can see here, I do, if I don't sleep, I collapse and it comes to somewhere, and you can see the summer tile sets changing, and then we are at fall now. So that's how the system work. I think I triggered one of the transport by mistake probably, and we are at winter, and we are at spring again. So we have built in such a way that you can go behind objects for now. And this is the transparency test, works fine. And season change works fine. Now let's see if we can go to sleep at will. Where is the witness here? Okay.